First, the top news headlines. Chief Minister distributes money to organic farmers, pension amount to card holders. Man from Lilong Kaira goes missing in Ghaziabad city of Uttar Pradesh. And in Manipur, local TV channel staffer test positive for coronavirus. Very good evening and welcome to Times of Manipur. This is Suraj Khongban Tabam giving you the news. Now the news in detail. Manipur Chief Minister and Biren Singh today distributed rupees 7,500 each to 7,500 organic farmers through direct benefit transfer DBT under Mission Organic Value Chain Development for Northeast Region and pension amount of to 20,833 all-age pension card holders under Manipur All-Age Pension Scheme. Consumer Affairs Minister Karam Syam, Water Resources Minister Letpa Hokep, Tribal Affairs and Hills Minister N. Kaisi, Education Minister Th. Radhesyam, Forest and Environment Minister Awongbo Nyamai, MLAs and high-ranking officials of the state government took part in the function jointly organized by the Horticulture and Soil Conservation Department and Social Welfare Department. Speaking during the program, N. Biren Singh felt that many have judged the Go to Village mission and pointed out that this mission greatly helps in the identifying the genuine needy people. It also enables the government to understand the need of the people, their wishes and the key areas where developmental activities should be taken up, he observed.
The convention loan startup is loan yen adagi bazar gi ima sing adagi sing da kari da lebo state vendors ingi mioi lising amaga chani mukta loan yan thokani praja sing se yum thong khudingi mi pung khudingi senthok khra da wasu laihan na bagi pandam nei khoina lais huji masala yang na bagi mayam loin khangbira mani layeng bangam de na lairamba mayam ama CMST Chief Minister gi haksel gi tengbang amani Prime Minister gi Ayushman Bharat kaya da nungai na layeng kre paisa mayum da paisa leithabagi kapam bu ngasi leitre mayum da paisa puthopang amde na hospital pubang amde bu ngasi leitre card amam pairaga free da sibune sasan nai se sibu sasan gawe na wagi isa do paisa kharo tolop lo busakim ni halaktre ne na tarokan nongalaga tale ramba du sasan nate security ubaka da sen bu sasan nate Sing Satpa Yadabu Sasanate, Tam Kumba Yadabu Sasanate. Governance Sabasidi Nasi Sukimati Nushina lady was here. Peace. Sibu Sasan Koi.
A man from Manipur has gone missing after he was picked up allegedly by a team of crime branch from the campus of Sundar Deep groups of institutions in Ghaziabad city of Uttar Pradesh on September 7 last. According to our Delhi correspondent, Abung Mehtab, son of Nawab Ali, is a resident of Lilong Kaira. He went to the institute for enrollment of her sister there. He was carrying rupees 3 lakh in cash during the visit to the institute. A missing complaint was reported to Notice Helpline by Manipur Students Association Delhi Masad today. According to his family, Abung Mehtab was picked up by some persons who identified themselves to be crime branch personnel. Abung was a former member of Manipuri Students Federation MSF, the report said. A staffer of Information Service Television Network ISTV has tested COVID-19 positive today. This local news channel has become the second media house to report COVID-19 positive case after Tom TV in the state. Well, it's time for a short commercial break. Do stay tuned.
Khanghanjaba Malim Sinba Thungna Sandorokliba COVID-19 Laichatna Maramoiraga Ana Layeng Sangda Khudongjadaba Mayamama Mayoknaribasi Khadadang Oirabasu Koknabagidamak Lamjingba Hospital and Medical Research Institute Private Limited na OPD Numit Khudingi Hangzaduna appointment lauraba patient gi oina medicine obstetrics and gynecology general surgery amadi psychiatry yengbagi khudongjaba leizare appointment laudaba singi oinadi khudongjaba si leizararoi appointment launabagi-damak 8258967890 da contact tawbirau Khanganjariba Dr. R.K. Kumarjit Medical Superintendent Lamjingba Hospital and Medical Research Institute Private Limited Reams Southgate near Kombirei Kaithel
COVID now, toy me the ladies and think again. Ha! There's music three.
Tathimbo, Toy Basa, COVID positive Ojarabasu, Masada symptoms Samatuti, Magi Tungan room Mamadi, Tungan the bathroom let in Laduna, home isolation to Yaba, Health Department, a Pirigal Javani, Masida, a Quagi Tokadi.
Wow, Yam Kang Mayanina. Number doctor, huh?
I doctor Oibo the Boywanati. I know I say, Sim Martini, Tajadraga, Health Center de Salamusine.
Anugine, Lalamaba, Secretary Shine. Lolo,
Doctor Nina, don't let me go.
Ito ba yung ikaw may? Tapos uting dokre kanaro lambi sila sa malkajalam dana.
Ado, COVID now, toy na mayum na sum ladies. Ako lo shiv dari ni doctor. Shiv ko main dong.
Adugi oire. COVID-19 positive oiba miro labising. Sahi taragi makhada laiba angangsing. Sahi umfu helaba ahalsing. Symptom uttaba patient khuding mag yumda leijaba yabagi ayabadu government na piri.
Sembra doctor.
Aseng bagini. Atopa state kiyada home isolation tawbadagi anaba phagatpagi chang yam hengar khabani. Delhi da tayengo. Mi chama home isolation tawbada saruk mawgradi phagatpa ngamlibani. Maram asina home isolation se thingbagi mahutta ekhoi punung na sagot kadabani. Home isolation tawbada kiningai karisu leiti. Adudi wakhaloi taminare ko. Ai mu chalukhige.
COVID lanting na nabagidamagta home isolation gi pambai sizinabada miyamna saugat piduna mateng pangbiyu.
Lamjingba Finance ki Maikaidagi Khanganjari Madudi Lakliba November Thagi members singi interest payout adom ki account ki kuthangda hapcharagani asina maram oiraga members singna adom ki account hangbada fangbihiba Lamjingba Finance ki passbook amadi nationalized oiba saving account passbook details ka loina makhada pizariba email address amadi WhatsApp asida file attached tobiraga thabiraknaba mayam gi mafamda Khanganjari. Email ID info@lamjingbafinance.com. WhatsApp 6909959834. Kanghanjari ba Investment Manager Lamjingba Finance.
Welcome back after the break. A 60-year-old was injured in a road accident near YK College in Thawal district along Indo-Burma Sugnu Road this morning. The man was returning home in a bicycle when he was hit by a Tata tipper truck coming from Wangzing Bazar side. The man has been identified as Sanasam Samir from Cherapur. Social activist Rakesh Naurem, who was travelling along the road, rushed the injured man to a nearby hospital. A passerby helped Rakesh in the emergency situation. Bangsi Bodon Youth Club BYC today condemned the mysterious death of Khundrakpam Banita from Khangabok Part 1 Awanglekai. The 26-year-old housewife was found hanging yesterday at her Bisnupur Thiamlekai Ward number 8 residence. Banita married to Laisram Bisorjit 6 months ago. BYC urged the government to find out the truth behind her death. The local club said that they will take up agitation if the perpetrators are not booked and punished at the earliest possible time. Even as more services and businesses reopen across the country, India's coronavirus situation continues to be one of the worst in the world in terms of daily rise in cases. India has been reporting over 90,000 daily COVID-19 cases for the past few days, and some cities which earlier managed to bring down the number of daily infections are now witnessing another round of rapid surge. While metro services resume in many states under the new unlock guidelines, some experts indicate that India is facing a second wave and added that the COVID-19 curve may not flatten very soon. The fact that cases are speeding at a fast pace in rural areas continues to be a major hurdle in flattening the curve. It is worth mentioning that countries like France are again witnessing a sharp jump in cases, further emphasizing the importance of a vaccine. Manipur has not reported any death related to COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. The cumulative number of deaths stands at 38, while the total case daily is 7,106 till now. The number of active cases is 1,710 after 5,358 were discharged after recovery. The State COVID-19 Command Control Room said Manipur's recovery rate is 75.40% as of now. In the past 24 hours, 64 persons from general population and 20 personnel from Central Armed Police Force CAPF were tested positive for COVID-19 in the state. Of this, Imphal is recorded the highest number of positive cases at 16. They have been shifted to the COVID care facilities. Indian Association of Physiotherapy Women Cell Women State in collaboration with Sangai Pro Kabui Youth Organization today organized an awareness program on rehabilitation and COVID-19 at Sangai Pro Kabui Khul Community Hall. The program was to commemorate World Physiotherapy Day. Senior physiotherapist RIMS State Coordinator IAPWC Dr. Angom Rita and consultant physiotherapist of Kaka Physiotherapy Clinic and Medillion Health Care Service Dr. Kemocha were present at the awareness program. Later, face masks and hand sanitizers were also distributed to the participants. Northeast India Development Party NEIDP President Ningthozam detained today distributed edibles to more than 700 families in containment zones under Hairo constituency. Health and Wellness Center Thinungai and COVID-19 Task Force Committee jointly organized a one-day awareness program on COVID-19 today at Thinungai Awang Community Hall in Bisnupur District. Community Health Officer Yankom Sonita, Indian Red Cross Society Imphal East District Branch Chairman Narendra Ningomba and Dr. K.H. Eken attended the program. Narendra Ningomba during the program stressed on the need of public to treat medical professionals with love and care and refrain from any form of harassment and discrimination against COVID-19 infected people and their families. Volunteers of Regional Research Institute for Homeopathy and Eastern Popular Club Khurai Thoiding Zamlekai today distributed Ayush medicines to 300 households of Khurai Thoiding Zamlekai and its surrounding areas to boost immunity of the residents. The distribution was carried out under Central Council for Research in Homeopathy, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. CRPF Deputy Commandant Moirangthem Somorani Devi today distributed 1,000 face masks to the residents of Khundrakpam in Imphal East through the help of volunteers of Northern Students Club NSC Khundrakpam Awanglekai. Moirangthem Somorani Devi said she donated the face mask in view of the prevailing COVID-19 pandemic situation and in memory of her late brother Moirangthem Ajit Singh. Volunteers of NSC thank Somorani for her generous help. Staff of Jiribam Municipal Council for the third time sanitized a community quarantine center at Jiri College, Jiribam today. The sanitization program was held in view of the upcoming BA 6th semester examination to be commenced from 18th of this month. It may be mentioned that the community quarantine center at Jiri College was closed after all the inmates were discharged from the center in July. Assistant Professor L. Jamini Kanta Singh lauded the Jiribam Municipal Council for sanitizing the college ahead of the BA 6th semester examination. Patriotic Writers Forum Manipur PWFM today offered Langban Tarpan at various locations of Manipur. The ritual showed respect to departed writers and historians of the state. PWFM Secretary Rakesh Naurem during the event stressed on the roles of Manipuri writers and historians in shaping the society and how their works have inspired the present generation. Forum President Yaiskul Khwairakpam, Vice President Sobita Mongjam, Secretary Rakesh Naurem, Finance Secretary NS Singh, Joint Secretary Umabati Athokpam, Member AK Gyaneshwari and others visited Chingoi Turel, Segmai Turel, Kobru Lekha, Nambol and Wangjing Tentha to offer Tarpan. Tangkham Gram Panchayat Pradhan Leisang Them Kulachandra today inspected the progress of MGNREGA 2019-2020 work of the Panchayat. Kulachandra also inspected a 300-meter long drainage construction at Tangkham Awanglekai of Ward number 7. Let's take another short commercial break. Stay tuned.
Admission open for Naurem Birahari College, permanently affiliated to Manipur University and included under UGC Act 1956. Free admission for tourism and hospitality management and various other diploma to degree courses and training programs. And also special classes on Indian stock market for those who want to invest or day trade. Classes for beginners to intermediate and intermediate to advanced level. For details, please contact or WhatsApp 700-509-7748 or visit our website www.nbcollege.ac.in.
Khanghanjaba Lamjingba Finance ki members sing the Khanganjari Madudi COVID-19 maram moiraga Malem Pumbagi oiriba pandemic situation asina matam kuina lepcharuraba members singi benefits sing Lakliba November lising ani kun thadagi pithokpa huzaragani tawenguma song interest payout pithokpagi niyamna tha khudingi tang kulhumdoida adom gi account ki kuthangda pizagani haina khanganjari wafam amana November tha amadi December tha lising ani kun gi wainadi 1% ta pizagani adumapu January lising ani kun mathoidagi di interest revise tokthokcharaga hanagumna agreement ta leikiba percentage ta pinana bohona jagi haina khanganjari Members singda wafam amasu khanganjari madude Malem Pumbagi wanaraba matamama oibana maram oiraga civil society organization sarkar amadi atai organization singi wafam singsu nathaiba yadabana maram oiraga matam kuina lamjingba finance su thabak suba nomba yadabadagi mayamgi service leptunu leirure maram aduna March kunmathoi lisingani kundagi September kuntra lisingani kungi oinadi members singi benefit pizararoi wafam amana March kun lisingani kun fawbugi manungda leiba benefit lauthokhaudaba members singna October kun manga lisingani kunda pithok jagani haina members singi mafam da thanganjari mathakta panjari ba wafam singa sida members singna apam pam da soidan leyamgani haina khanjai adubo oirakliba malemgi waraba matamama oibana awaba da saruk yaminasi haina lamjingba finance ki maikaidagi khanganjari amadi mayambasu ikai khumnabu cheri khanganjari ba manager lamjingba finance.
Welcome back. Assam Minister of State for Labour and Tea Tribes Welfare Sanjay Kishan said more than 9 lakh tea garden labourers in Assam will get Aadhaar cards. A media report said Minister Kishan said this while inaugurating an Aadhaar enrollment centre at Aurangazuli Tea Estate in Udalguri district yesterday. The SOP standard operating procedure issued by the UIDAI will be strictly followed in this regard, wherein more than 9 lakh of tea garden labourers will be enrolled and provided Aadhaar card, which has become essential for every citizen of the nation, he added. The minister further said the tea garden labourers are facing trouble to get benefits of various welfare initiatives of the government due to lack of Aadhaar card, and the enrollment exercise will help fulfill the labourers' long-cherished dreams of being beneficiaries of the government schemes. Kolyabor Lok Sabha MP Gaurav Gogoi urged Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to ensure the safe return of 5 youths from Arunachal Pradesh who have allegedly been abducted by Chinese People's Liberation Army PLA. Gogoi said he is writing to Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to register his grave concern regarding the condition of the 5 young men from Arunachal Pradesh that have gone missing from the Upper Subansiri district during a hunting exercise. Members of the family have made statements alleging that they have been abducted, wherein they hold the Chinese People's Liberation Army as the party responsible for the said abduction, he stated. He also urged the government to look into this matter and ensure that steps are taken immediately to ensure the safe return of these 5 youths and to strengthen security along the border region. A joint team of the Sasastra Simabal SSB, the Assam Police and the Forest Department yesterday apprehended 3 pouches in Baksha district and seized several parts of animals from them. The pouches have been identified as Lankeshwar Basumatri, Binod Basumatri and Madan Gairi. The trio was held from Hapasara, Koribari area of the district. 2 elephant tusks weighing 3.75 kg, a deer horn, a country made gun, ammunition and other items were recovered from them. According to media reports, the operation was conducted following a tip-off about the pouches' activities in the area. A petitioner who had filed a PIL at Supreme Court challenging the Delhi increase in petrol prices today was pulled by the apex court. A bench comprising Justices R.F. Nariman, Navin Sinha and Indira Banerjee warned the petitioner that if he presses to argue on the prayers in the PIL, then he could end up paying a heavy fine for filing the plea. Appearing for the petitioner, advocate Saji J. Kodankandat submitted before the bench that if that was the view of the court, then he would withdraw the plea filed by his client. The petition was filed by Kerala-based advocate in which he contended that the price of petrol and diesel were unreasonable in the backdrop of low crude oil price. According to media reports, the petitioner moved the apex court seeking directions to the centre to reduce the price of petrol and diesel. The bench, after a brief hearing on the matter, dismissed this PIL as withdrawn. As per precedents, the courts usually refrain from conducting a judicial review of economic policy decisions, which is under the domain of the executive. Inaugurating the Patrika Gate in Jaipur via video conference today, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that India's media industry also needs to go global now, just like India's voice and local products are going global. In the conference, Modi said that India's voice is becoming more global and the world listen to India more intently. Prime Minister Modi added that Indian media also needs to go global as India has a strong presence on every international platform. Speaking about the Patrika Gate, the Prime Minister described it as a reflection of the culture of Rajasthan. The iconic gate has been built by the Patrika group of newspapers on the Jawaharlal Nehru Marg in Jaipur. The Prime Minister also released 2 books written by Gulab Kothari, chairman of Patrika group of newspapers, via video conference. A 24/7 toll-free mental rehabilitation helpline Kiran 1800-599-0019 was launched by the Centre with the aim of providing psychological support to people. The helpline was launched by the Union Minister for Social Justice and Empowerment, Thawar Chand Gehlot. As per media report, launching the helpline, Gehlot said that it will offer mental health rehabilitation services with the objective of early screening, first aid, psychological support, distress management, mental well-being, promoting positive behavior and psychological crisis management. The helpline will function as a lifeline to provide advice, counseling and reference in 13 languages to individuals, families, NGOs, parent associations, professional associations, rehabilitation institutes, hospitals or anyone in need of support across the country, Gehlot said. The 13 languages covered in the Kiran helpline are Hindi, Assamese, Tamil, Marathi, Oriya, Telugu, Malayalam, Gujarati, Punjabi, Kannada, Bengali, Urdu and English, the report added. United States President Donald Trump has hinted that a COVID-19 vaccine could be available much before the November 3rd election, even as his political rival Joe Biden sought more transparency on the issue. Trump's comments came days after Vice Presidential nominee Kamala Harris said she would not take Trump's word on the safety and efficacy of an antivirus vaccine if one was ready before the US presidential vote. Trump faces intense pressure to curb the contagion that has clouded his re-election prospects, sparking worries as his administration could rush vaccine research to fit a political timetable. David Attenborough, world-renowned broadcaster and natural historian, has been presented the Indira Gandhi Peace Prize 2019 by the Indira Gandhi Memorial Trust. According to a media report, David Attenborough was given the prize for revealing the wonders of the natural world, educating and entertaining generations of people through his films and books for tireless working to awaken humankind to the need to preserve and protect the biodiversity on our planet, and advocating the necessity to live a sustainable and harmonious way of life, working with rather than against nature. This citation read, former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, while speaking on the occasion yesterday, underlined the importance of climate and environment in the backdrop of the current COVID-19 pandemic. The first batch of the Sputnik V vaccine against COVID-19, developed by Russia's Gamaleya National Research Center of Epidemiology and Microbiology and the Russian Direct Investment Fund (RDIF), has been released into civil circulation. Regional deliveries are planned in the nearest future, the Russian Health Ministry informs. The Russian Health Ministry registered the first vaccine against COVID-19 named Sputnik V on August 11, amid the reports at Moscow. Mayor Sergei Sobyanin expressed hope on Sunday that the majority of the Russian's capital's residents would be vaccinated against the coronavirus within several months. According to the Health Ministry, the delivery of the first batches of the Russian vaccine to the country regions is planned in the nearest future. Before we wind up, let's have a quick look at the top news headlines once again. Chief Minister distributes money to organic farmers, pension amount to card holders. Man from Lilongkaira goes missing in Ghaziabad city of Uttar Pradesh. And in Manipur, local TV channel staffer tests positive for coronavirus. Well, that's all for now. Keep watching Times of Manipur and have a good night.
Thank you.